What's up, everybody? Master Reactor here, and today I have a replay. I'm pretty sure this guy was on Chaos Turbo. He's a really good player, and this was really crazy that I actually beat him this match. How he did me game one, and yeah. Well, let's just get into it though. Let's just check it out. It's versus Dan Top Deck Team. So he's a really good player. Plays on a ladder all the time, always up and high, always really good. So we had a really good match. But let's see what happened though. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Check it out. Alright, so I throw paper, he throws scissors, so he gets to go first. So you hate to see it. But it's all good though. So he'll get to go first. He opens pretty busted here. Graceful, Pot, Spy, Upstart, Mirror Force, and Thunder Dragon. Okay, so his hand is, to say the least, cracked. So he discards Thunder Dragon, and he grabs himself two more. He fires the Upstart on me here. And he draws in a Tsukiyomi, then he fires the Pot and draws Ring and Chaos Sword. And I just say, sweet Jesus. He says, sorry, man. Always lucky against you, he says. He gracefuls me now, so it's like, okay, this is awesome. He draws into Night Assailant, Sword, and MST. So he discards the Night Assailant and discards the Spy and gets the Spy back. So he's got like 9 cards in his hand right now or something like that. Maybe, yeah, he did have 9. Yeah, he had 9 cards. So he decides to set Tsukiyomi, set Ring, and set MST. Don't really know why he didn't just set the, whatchamacallit. But let's pause this for a minute and see what I have here. So yes, he did open Pot, Graceful, with the Night Assailant and the Thunder Dragon. So it's like he's got plus for days. But I have Thunder Dragon, Card Destruction, Pot of Greed, Tribe, Solemn, and Heavy. So this Heavy Storm was a really good top deck for me here because I'm just going to instantly go a little bit of plus on this guy. So that was nice. I have the Thunder Dragon, I have the Pot, I have everything looking good here. So I start with a Heavy Storm. Getting a perfect storm there. It's a perfect storm. I discard Thunder Dragon and I grab 2 more. I fire the Pot of Greed. And I draw into Graceful and Jar of Greed. So it's like, alright, let's fucking go. I activate Graceful. Before I seen this card, I did not think I had a chance. But I Graceful into Duo, Trap Dust Shoot, and Night Assailant. So now it's like, alright, it's on like fucking Donkey Kong. I discard both the Thunder Dragons. I shotgun the Duo. And he says, okay, bro. I pick his Thunder Dragon, which is unfortunate, but it's still good enough for me. Decide to run Tribe out because I'm just hoping this is Spy. But it's actually even better than it being Spy. It's a Tsukiyomi, so I don't have to discard anything to pop him or anything. So he just puts my Tribe face down. I say, okay. And then I decide just to set 4, and I just pass. I set Solemn, Jar, Dust Shoot, and Card Destruction. Standby phase, I hit him with the Dust Shoot. And I decide to put back a Sword, just to put it back. He special summons a Sword. I think about it for a minute and decide just to Solemn Judgment it, because now I know what he has. He has Faith, Spy, and Mirror Force. He sets the Spy, sets the Mirror Force, and just passes. I draw into a Night Assailant, which is really fucking nice. So I Jar of Greed into Solemn Judgment, which again is really nice. But I know he has Mirror Force, so I set the Solemn, activate the Card Destruction. And now when I do this, I get to know for sure what the face down is. So, and I'm going to have 4 cards now. So I know that it's Spy now. He draws into Card Destruction. I draw into Double Deco. So it's like, okay, I know he has a Spy and a Mirror Force set here. So I decide just to flip the Tribe to attack mode. I decide not to attack because I know he has Mirror Force and just let it ride. He draws it to a Faith. Return. He sets his Faith and just passes. I draw into Wang Blast. I flip Deco and draw into my Faith. Decide to set the Faith and set the Wing Blast, and I just pass. He draws into a Dust Shoot, which is really nice for him. Maybe he can get back in this game, not really sure. He flips Faith, and I decided to Solemn Judgment this. I'm like, screw it. Let's just Solemn it. Why the hell not? He sets the Trap Dust Shoot and just passes. I still know this is Spy. I draw into a Dust Shoot, which is pretty dead at the moment. So decide just to flip this here Faith. And I just grab Graceful back. So I'm like, screw it. I Graceful into Wing Blast, Mirror Force, and Snatch Steel. I discard Night Assailants and get them both back. Hands loaded up now. And then he activates Dust Shoot and puts an Assailant back. I say, okay, that's fine. Decide just to discard Trap Dust Shoot and put this Mirror Force back. And this will get it shuffled back in, so it's really nice here. I just go to battle. And I know it's Spy. That's why Wing Blast is really good. There's another reason. You can, if you know he has Spy set, you can bounce this shit back. And it gets shuffled in, so his Mirror Force is just gone. I take the 400. Main phase 2, I decide to discard the Night Assailant. And I call Spellcasters, and this is a really good combo here. And this is when he scoops, because now, since I discarded Night Assailant, and it resolves, I can get my Faith back to my hand with the Night Assailant. So that was just pretty sick right there. And he just scoops because he knows what time it is. Because all he had was card structure in hand. He didn't even see the next card. So yeah, after him starting with Thunder Dragon, Pot, Graceful, Upstart, everything you fucking need, I still came back on him. Thank God he didn't open Dust Shoot, because it could have been a totally different game there. So we go to game 2 here. And I tell him I thought I was done until I drew Graceful off the pot. He says, oh, okay. So now he opens Duo, Sangan, Tribe, Dust Shoot, Regeki Break, and Solemn Judgment. I've got a pretty nice hand here. I have Graceful, Thunder Dragon, Faith, Ring, and Pot of Greed. But he has a really good hand too, so he decides to Duo me. There's reasons why you probably don't want to, you could just like hold this Duo and just Dust Shoot me now first and then Duo, but I don't think that. I think Fire and Dust Shoot is probably just the best play. He depicts my Ring, I throw out the Faith. He summons Sangan and sets 3 back rows and passes. I draw into Sinister. He Dust Shoots me, which really sucks, so he's going to put my Thunder Dragon back. Okay, so I have Pot, Graceful, and Sinister. I fire the Pot of Greed. He decides to Solemn Judgment. I say, okay, that's fine. Then I fire Graceful. I draw Wing Blast, Solemn, and Mirror Force, which is pretty mid. I discard the Sinister, discard the Mirror Force. I set the Wing Blast in the Solemn, and I just pass. He draws into a Night Assailant, which is pretty dead at the moment. I guess you could just like set it. Hope you get value. He gets in for 1,000. I just take it. He does set the Night Assailant and just pass. I draw into a Sork. I do not have a Dark here, so I'm trying to get to the point where I can just like bounce something back with this Wing Blast and then run over the Sangan so he could get a search on. That's what I'm just trying to do. So I just pass. I don't even do anything here. He draws to a Regeki Break. He just goes right to battle, hits him for another 1,000, puts me down to 6k, and passes. And now I feel like I have the combo wombo that I'm going to go for here. So I decide just to Wing Blast, and I target the face down, putting it back on top, and I get back my Sinister. And then I decide just to run out the Kochi and attack into the Sangan, and he does not Regeki Break. He just lets that go, so his monster gets shuffled back in. He grabs the Sinister, say okay, and he end phase Regeki Breaks my Solemn, so that sucks, but it's fine. He draws into a Sork, which is dead for him because he has no light at the moment. He gets the Sinister back, decides to summon Tribe and get in for 1,600. Pop my Deco, he sets a Regeki Break and just passes. I draw into a Faith, which is pretty nice here. But now I have the Light and Dark, so I decide just to banish the Dark, banish the Light, and I banish the Tribe. And I try to get quirky here. I probably should have just set the Faith and said screw it. but I didn't. He draws Upstart, so this might just like cost me this game here by not setting this faith here. He Upstarts in the MST, sets the MST and passes, so now I'm just like really upset I didn't set this damn Sinister. I didn't set the damn faith. So I decide just to go to battle here, and he just Regeki breaks it, so now I'm like, fuck, I should have set it. He draws to a knock, which is really nice for him. He knocks my faith, but I'm actually fine with this because he gets rid of his faiths too. So it's really not the end of the world, really. And he sets Sinister and just passes. I draw into a BLS, which is really nice, but I have no light, unfortunately. So it's not that great. And I decide to set the mask and just pass. He draws to another Sork, which is pretty dead here, and just passes. I draw into Breaker. Now, I could have just, like, went for game, like, forever ago in this game, but I just wanted to be cautious. So, I flipped this, yeah, I could have had game right here this turn, but I fucked up. I just grabbed the ring back here. I could have just summoned Breaker, but I just didn't want to get torrential. So, I flipped the Sinister, and I get in. I figured maybe I just hold the Breaker for if I do draw Thunder Dragon, I can summon Breaker first, pop, and then get in. Set the ring and just pass. Unfortunately, he just punishes me hard body by MSTing. So I should have just went for it and said, if you got it, you got it. But I did not. He draws into Mirror Force. He gets a Sinister back. He sets the Mirror Force, sets the Sinister, and passes. I draw into a Deco. Again, not really what I'm looking for, so I could just summon it, but again, I'm just like, well, Torrential really sucks. So I set the Deco and I just pass. He draws into Night Assailant, gets a Sinister back. So at this point, I really fucked up, because if he would have had Torrential, I'm pretty sure he would have summoned here and Torrential. So I didn't read that right, but it's fine. So I decide to flip Deco, draw. I drew Mass Return. I draw into a Knock, which is really fucking nice. Fire the Knock. Gets rid of all those, and now I think I just say screw it and summon Breaker. And I pop the back row, and that is game because it was Mirror Force. So yeah, probably misplayed that last turn, but it didn't matter. Deck is really fucking sick. Really good player there. Got him really good. He started super strong, and he duoed me, and does shoot at me game 2. So he had some really good cards here, and I still just came back. I did have Hot and Graceful. Obviously, that does help, but the deck is just really fucking strong. So if y'all like that video, please hit the like, hit the sub. Have a good day or night. Peace out.